What's going on, everybody? Welcome to RNG Crypto. It's your boy here with you for another video, guys. And in this video, I'm going to give you a quick update on Gala Film. Really exciting news there and some really cool stuff that's come to light in terms of what they're actually building. So I'm going to share you a little bit of that, as well as show you what's going on with Gala Music and how I am definitely taking advantage of the opportunity of being early. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. Let's jump right into it. All right, so starting things off really quickly, just want to give you an announcement that's happened today, and that is, in fact, Common Ground has won an award. Common Ground is one of the films that's being produced on Gala Film. It is a documentary about regenerative agriculture and how it's going to help save the planet and how important it is to actually really stop sort of drying out our land with all the pesticides and the way that we do agriculture today across the entire globe. This is a very, very impactful movie. They have done a first iteration of this, or a prequel, if you will, of this called Kiss the Ground, that's on Netflix right now. If you haven't seen that yet, I definitely recommend that you go and check that out. It's a very good one. But they have won the best documentary feature at the EMA Awards, guys. That's crazy. Best documentary feature. EMA is the Environmental Media Association. It's a very prestigious award, and they've won that. Not only have they won that, they've won several other awards as well that you can see here on their website if you go to commongroundfilm.org. So definitely go and check them out, guys. Now, the other thing, guys, is actually what they have been building. And if you go and check out these screenshots here, you see some of the gamification that the team is actually working on right now for Gala Film. Again, this is not going to be just your ordinary streaming platform like a Netflix or a Prime or anything like that. This is a gamified platform, so you can unlock content. So essentially, you can do things like, I think someone explained, if there's ever a scene and somebody gets angry and walks off, but the movie or the series itself doesn't follow that person that walks off, it stays with whoever they walked away from. Well, you can have unlockable content that now will then show you a couple of minutes of footage of what that person does after they walk off in the other room. That's not part of the original series or movie, which is actually pretty cool. So there are things like there are shards that you can collect. When you collect all the shards, you get a set, and that kind of unlocks things. There's also some on the left side here, there are scenes that you can unlock for every show or every movie that's going to be on the platform. And you can see down here on the bottom, boost your earnings by 25% when you complete this scene. So unlocking the entire scene in using this gamification actually will boost the rewards that you can earn in terms of film tokens. Right, so that's gamification at its finest. This is actually going to be what's going to be the driving force of getting this mass adoption and getting folks away from watching this on Netflix or any other ordinary streaming platform and really funnel them to Gala Film. Because here in Gala Film, you can also watch the content, but you can unlock other cool content and you can unlock additional earning potential of the rewards token or of the film token. And then with that film token, who knows what all we're going to be able to do with that. So I thought this was really neat. I hope you guys think this is cool as well. I think film it's probably the most exciting thing in my opinion for Gala. I love Gala games, I love Gala music, but Gala Film, in my opinion, I think that's really going to be a home run, to say the least. So let's hop over to the Gala Film website. I want to show you one last little thing, guys. Very important to take advantage of, guys. If you go into Gala Film or film.gala.com, and you can use my referral link down below, but what you can do is you can buy these Common Ground film boxes. They're $4.99 a piece, and you have chances to win things like a welcome bucket, a small bucket, there's a medium and a large bucket, and these are popcorn buckets, okay? And each bucket essentially gives an amount of film tokens, so you have an opportunity here to already start stacking up film tokens before the token even goes live. So what I do, and there's a couple of other things you can win here, some really good prizes in here. Some are going to be the NFT that earns the film token for Common Ground. You have a chance of winning that as well. In fact, I've won already a couple of these 7x ticket bundles, which have the Common Ground entry film box, which contains a 1 Common Ground film token that actually earns film when it is paired with a note whenever that platform goes live. So I have won those out of the Common Ground mystery boxes. So here's a way for you to sort of get your foot in the door early. The odds aren't quite as good as they used to be, but there are still some decent odds. I usually buy 2 of these a week. If you decide to do that, go ahead and use the link down below in the description, guys. That's it on film. Let's jump into the very exciting stuff, because this right here, whew, It's game changing. All right, you got to check this out. All right, so I've hopped over to music.gala.com, and I really just want to share what my experience has been so far in terms of the rewards that this platform can generate for you. Okay, when you support musicians on this platform, right? So these are all musicians that have dropped music on Gala Music. When you support these musicians, you can own these tracks here as NFTs. Now, these tracks as NFTs can be played from DSPs or other streaming platforms, and you can see their DSP score here is a 4, meaning it's a very popular song on DSPs. In fact, this one has, I think, about 8 million streams, and this one, Memory, has 67 million streams on Spotify. I don't know about other platforms, but on Spotify alone. And you can see here in the rewards column, 53 music tokens per day, 50 music tokens per day, which is quite a lot. Okay, so the name of the game here is, yeah, we want to support the emerging artists that we like and whose music we enjoy. Definitely do that. I do that. But on the same token, I'm also looking for some of these popular tracks that are very popular on DSPs to try and take advantage of the music rewards potential, right? Because these do reward music tokens. All I have to do is own the NFT and pair it to a node, either my node or someone's node in the community. If you don't have your own nodes, you can pair it to someone else's node. The only thing is then this reward is split. So if I own this NFT, but I don't have a node, I can pair this to someone else's node in the community, but he's or she is going to get 50% of the 53.59 music tokens a day. Okay, so all of these songs are kind of, I've listed this by the highest to lowest rewards just to kind of give you an idea of which songs are performing. There's also legacy rewards. The difference here is legacy rewards are essentially any music NFT that has been put up for sale before the actual music platform was live, before we could pair those music NFTs to the nodes. And the community, wanted to be sort of rewarded for having supported and trusted and believed in the ecosystem before there was even a working node system in place. Okay, and Galas listened, as they always do. They listen to the community and they try to do what's best for everyone involved, including community members. So they have now done this thing called legacy. You used to call it legacy beams. Essentially, there's 25 million tokens that have been put aside that are going to be distributed to anyone that owns any of these songs you can see here in this column that have been dropped before, I believe it's March 23rd or 28th of 2023. I'm not exactly sure what that date is. So for 120 days, could be 110 days, this 25 million music pool is going to be distributed. Right now we have maybe around between 70 and 80 days left for these sorts of rewards that are going to be given out to anyone that has any of these songs, right? So I have pretty much all of these songs. So full disclosure, I'm gonna just go to notes real quick. I've got 684 music NFTs. I've been buying literally since the very first day that they dropped NFTs. And every week there's usually a drop, so that added up over time, right? It's almost been 2 years now, which is crazy if you think about it. But the name of the game for me here is to try and accumulate as many of these music NFTs as possible, because they're always going to have daily distribution associated with them. I'm going back to the charts just to kind of look and show you what's going on here. And Earl Sweatshirt, by the way, he's signed to Warner Music Group, and it's no secret, Warner Music Group is a partner of Gala Music. If you did not know that, they have not made a very public announcement, but if you go to the artist page, let's go to the home page, and I go all the way down here, artist sign up, and when I go here, Warner Records right there. Okay, so they have not really made it very public, but they definitely made the artists aware that they are partnering with them. In what capacity exactly that partnership is going to be, I'm not sure. What I can tell you is that, again, Earl Sweatshirt, who's a pretty popular hip-hop artist, and The Alchemist, Earl, he's signed to Warner Music Group. So maybe that means that we get other artists that are already signed to Warner Music Group, which would be very exciting. But yeah, you can definitely take advantage of this. And what I wanted to also show you guys is sort of what that looks like, okay? What that looks like. So right now I've got, 2 days ago I had my legacy rewards were about 1,700 music tokens, plus my regular awards was about 1,500. Okay, so what is that? That's about 3,200 music tokens, okay, a day. All right, so granted, I've purchased a lot of music NFTs over the past 2 years, almost 2 years. So it's definitely not something that anybody can just up and do from day one to day two. But it's definitely something where I feel that because I was early, I was able to maximize my rewards here, right? The rewards that I am being distributed every day for participating in the ecosystem, for running the nodes, and helping decentralize the Gala music ecosystem. So I think this is something to sort of keep in mind when you think of things like Gala Film. Gala Film has not launched yet. You still have an opportunity to be very early. In fact, it's still early to get into Gala music right now. I mean, if you look at the token, again, I get 3,200 tokens a day. If we go and look at the price of the token, that's 15 cents per token. Okay, so right now we are sitting at a $12 million market cap. So in my opinion, it is still very early for Gala Music as well. I think Gala Music hasn't even really started, to be honest. So I'm very excited for what the future has to hold for Gala Music, Gala Film, and Gala in general, especially with all the crazy news with the Gala Layer 1 blockchain that's finally being, finally we've got an SDK out, but also finally really going to be pushed and marketed by Gala. I think that's really going to help drive people to Gala as a whole, including Gala Music and Gala Film. And you can see here, this only launched maybe 3 months ago roughly, and we've already got a bunch of exchanges that are participating and wanting to be part of Gala Music token, and I only see this growing over time. Oh wait, we've got more than 10, we've got 11 now. Crazy, that was used to not be there, so that one actually just got added pretty recently, which is exciting. But yeah, so there is definitely some opportunity. If you are interested in participating in Gala Music as well, use my referral link down below. You can go in here. If you go to the home page, there's a couple of drops happening this week. I think this week right now we've got LH, their song, and I have it on a piece of paper here somewhere. I'll tell you right now because I always take notes to see how the songs perform. So LH's song has 1.9 million views on Spotify, which is great. I'm definitely gonna try and cop one of those. There's another song that's doing pretty well. My boy Sajad's out here. Definitely support him. Check out his music. He's a very good artist coming up here. But on Mesa right here, that one I think is dropping. Yep, that one's dropping tomorrow, and that one's got about 1.6 million streams on Spotify, so that you might want to consider that. And then there's another one, I think Dropout's pretty good. Leap Year was another one. Leap Year's got 800,000 roughly. So these are pretty popular songs. Go through these and check them out, but do keep in mind one thing, and I didn't mention that when I was looking at the charts. Two things, right? The legacy beams part, or legacy music, that's gonna go away eventually, right? The other thing is the actual rewards for DSP, right? For the DSP score. So if you have a popular song on DSP, so let's go and look at Memory, right? So Memory's got 67 million views on Spotify today. If we go and check out the DSP score, it's 4. What the Gala Music team has said and made very clear is, because they want to help funnel more people onto the Gala Music platform, they're going to actually disincentivize streaming on Spotify and things like that. Well, not disincentivize, but reduce the amount that these tracks are going to be rewarded for off-platform streams. Meaning that when that does happen, which they said they're probably going to phase in as legacy starts to phase out, right? They're not going to do it all at once, but they will phase it in. So anticipate this to be lower. So don't go out on OpenSea and buy one of these tracks for like $700, which is exactly what they're selling for right now. The Memory track is selling for like $650. Don't do that, because in about 100 days, this is going to get reduced. Okay, so look for the new tracks. Definitely participate. Get them paired. If you want to pair them to my node, you can hit me up in Discord. I'm in the Gala Music Discord. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. I think that there's a great potential here to really maximize the rewards in terms of the music tokens that you get for hosting and participating in the ecosystem, but also for referring. So when you refer somebody after you've purchased or used my referral link and purchased your music and hosted that node, when you refer somebody, you also will get rewarded very handsomely. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.
Still hold your breath. Isn't it lovely? We're in blue, feeling this quiet without you. So try your best to not make a sound. Afraid to say the things we feel now. But isn't it lovely?